Dingler on the inbounds. Gets it back from Schaefer. Curls to the basket. Stops. Dump down. Schaefer lays it in. We're tied at 49. Ty Johnson, senior from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. Parents in attendance. He's had a lot of late quarter shots this year for Bucknell. Tries one here and connects. Ty Johnson just in time to close the first on senior day. It's Bucknell 15-14 leading Boston after a quarter. From Soika Pavilion in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, it's Division I college women's basketball on the Patriot League on ESPN. Bucknell hosting Navy. And Sam Cooperman joined by Hugh Strain for the action tonight. And Hugh, a Bucknell team that's won 3 games in a row, their longest winning streak of the year. What's been working well for the Bison of late?
Well, they've really been getting to the free throw line really well over this 3-game stretch, taking 78 free throws, hit them at a 77% clip. They are plus 48 on the free throw line, Sam, over this 3-game stretch, while also playing good defense without fouling, only allowing 45 points a game to their opponents over this 3-game winning streak. Yeah, well, that's a lot of numbers. One big number for Bucknell, a 13-point comeback against the Navy midshipmen 2 weeks ago. And Navy, again, 13-point lead on that basket by Llewellyn right there. But Bucknell, a third-quarter comeback to remember, shot 50% in the third frame, and they scored 26 points in that third stanza. The Bison came back to win by 18 and start off what's been a 3-game winning streak as they try to push it to 4 here tonight at home at Soika Pavilion. Halftime, we'll have Patriot League top 3 plays and Patriot League women's lacrosse preview. Spring sports already up and running. We're at that time of the year with the winter-spring overlap. Collins at the foul line, almost lost her footing. Drops it into Schaefer for the lay-in. Well, they tried to bring a double on Cecilia Collins to get her from a dribble drive. But then when you do that, Cecilia Collins is going to have a mismatch down low, which has created easy finish for her.
Llewellyn the other way. Goes up strong, and the layup popcorns out. Collins collects the rebound. She wants to lead the push. Excellent find. Schaefer runs the floor and scores. Bucknell back up double figures, 25-15. The Collins-Schaefer connection on tap.
Well, Bucknell starting to really open up in the paint. They are winning 14-4 in the paint. 4 turnovers to 2 for Navy. And they are really winning the paint right now in transition.
And you just saw that replay. Collins on the nice find of Schaefer. So Cece's got 11 to lead the charge for the Bucknell Bison, and also 2 boards, 2 assists. Somebody that, when talking to Trevor Woodruff pregame, and he'll repeatedly say this about his star sophomore, she plays best when she's within the flow of the offense. And when you can get her out on the break, Bucknell not a team that wants to push the pace all that much, but they'll be opportunistic there, and they found it the last couple trips.
Yeah, well, it's really easy to push the pace in transition when teams are taking outside panic shots quickly, because then the paint isn't clogged and it's easy to get a defensive rebound and start pushing the floor. So transition offense should be a huge part of Bucknell's offense today if Navy continues to miss these outside shots that Bucknell is daring them to take, even though they've been more consistent in the second quarter.
Navy's trailed by as much as 15, deficit at 10 here. Bucknell's only hit 1 outside shot so far. There's the pull-up 2 that's way too strong from Bianca Coleman. And the board collected by Theodorson. Ty Johnson forces the issue. Blocked inside, but they call a foul. Loretas clobbers her and is nice enough to help up the senior from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. Ty Johnson is back to the stripe. Friendly reminder, you can take the Patriot League with you wherever you go. Live games on ESPN Plus or through the ESPN app. For more details, visit watchespn.com. Visit patriotleague.com under the Media Center tab for more details. Ty Johnson puts Bucknell up 11 after a make on the first. Coleman ushered off. Mimi Schrader handling the point guard duties for Navy. Second one spills out. Johnson splits the pair. Bucknell looking for a 4th straight win. That'll be a second over Navy during that stretch. And a sweep of the season series. Llewellyn, hot potato inside, misses the layup. And Kaleja with the rebound, behind the back dribbles, and Bucknell on the move.
Let's go, Bucknell!
Schaefer gets the ball, center of the lane. Just jams her way past the smaller Demos and draws the blocking foul. Tell you what, Morgan Demos has done a nice job making Schaefer's life a little hard for a bit, but Emma Schaefer plays some bully ball there and has that advantage most times.
Right. Demos has done a really good job, hands straight up and not fouling. Obviously there, Schaefer able to get to the line, but Demos has done a really good job of keeping hands up and keeping her body in front of Schaefer and not allowing her to use her good footwork to get over the right shoulder. She can play off both blocks, but she likes the right block even more.
Well, Demos now picked up her third foul, so you presume Tim Taylor is going to have to rest her for a bit. He takes her out for Gia Passat, a 6'3 freshman from Toms River, New Jersey. There's 8 freshmen on this Navy team. 7 of them did not go to prep school, so coming fresh out of high school. And Schaefer's first free throw is true. Free throw line has been back and forth for Schaefer this year, and she splits that pair. Navy takes it forward, down 12. Past the halfway mark of the second. Loretas, 4-time league rookie of the week, dumps it off. There's the leading scorer, Watts, back to Loretas. Single digits on the shot clock. Watts, mid-range jumper, rolls in.
Yeah, and Sydney Watts done a really good job with that 1-2 dribble pull-up off the jump stop and hit a few of those in these last few minutes here.
10-point game at 27-17 Bucknell. Ty Johnson runs the show on the other end for the Bison. And we get a foul here. They get Schrader away from the ball, and that'll put Bucknell at the stripe. And Cecilia Collins will get these free throws. She had 11 points in the opening quarter, yet to score in the second. Her second game back from injury that kept her out for almost all of January. An 8-game stretch, and sinks the first. She's a 65% free throw shooter.
Well, Navy has decided to bring a double team on her as soon as she enters the paint, because in the first quarter she was doing such a good job with ball handling, creating space, and dribble driving to the baskets. They have decided to bring help defense on her immediately as she enters the paint.
That foul actually charged to Llewellyn, my mistake, her first. Here is Lindsay Llewellyn. She tries the pull, and that's an air ball long to Theodorson. Collins in one motion, a little bit of a ill-advised pass that's intercepted by Schrader. Navy can cut it to 10 or 9. Got it down to a 2-possession game not too long ago after only hitting 2 shots the entire first quarter. Loretas picked up by Johnson and travels.
Well, we're hardly even seeing Navy try to get it on the low blocks or try to post up Schaefer down low. It is mostly reversing the ball and trying to get the defense rotating, but for most of the possession, the ball stayed on the right side of the court and didn't cause Bucknell's defense to have to move, and it stayed set the whole possession.
Bison trying to win that 4th straight. Colledge of the entry. Schaefer, extra fine, and there is Theodorson rolling to the rim for 2.
And again, if they're going to bring a double on Schaefer, that means someone's open. Good cut by Theodorson and good instincts by Schaefer to get that pass off.
Bison lead's been as large as 15. Here it sits at 14. Inside of 3 to go in the first half. Awkward looking release from Watts, but the 3 is true. Lead cut to 31-20 for Bucknell. Remy Sisselman to the table. She can be a microwave scorer off the Bison bench. They get Schaefer on the post. She kicks it cross court. Theodorson, the leaner for 2. Emma Theodorson, back-to-back buckets.
That was a nice ball fake off the hip to get the defender moving just a little bit to the right, get her a little bit of lane to half court, find an open drive to the basket.
Passat takes the J, and it doesn't go off the heel. Schaefer with that rebound. She's coming off a 15-rebound game at Army. Ties a career high. Schaefer swerves and gives it off for Johnson. She's got room to pull. Ty Johnson with the touch.
A really nice seal by Schaefer off the dribble handoff to give Johnson that look to the basket.
Bison bring their lead back to 15 at 35-20. Sullivan and Sisselman in next stoppage. Watts heating up. Hits the jumper.
Yeah, and, Navy is staying in this game, taking these very, difficult early in the shot clock mid-range jump shots. These are not high percentage looks at all.
Sydney Watts, second straight game off the bench. She's got 10 points, first in double figures for the mids. Theodorson draws contact on the interior. It's a blocking foul. And we'll send the Bison freshman to the stripe.